So we'll move on to item number 12, mid-year capital acquisition requests.
Just to note on the last item, it's going to take us a little bit of time to get that, so it won't be back at the next meeting.
Right, thank you.
Terrell, please. All right, so the item before you is mid-year capital acquisition requests. So the HAWK WIMS for the water treatment plant, which WIMS stands for Water Information Management Solution. This is a program that's been implemented at the wastewater treatment facility to tremendous feedback from the operations staff. So this program allows us to take data from multiple programs, combine it into one operational program. And so the operators are able to see real-time information in terms of what's happening with SCADA, what's happening with the lab, and bring all that information together. And not only see current, but then also see past history. And so they're able to see trends and evaluate the processes to make sure that they are utilizing the resources efficiently and also able to project if there's any potential issues. So they've been extremely pleased. And so what we're proposing to do is purchase the same program for implementation at the water treatment plant. And what's good is staff at the wastewater treatment facility has already been trained and worked on implementing the program, and so we've got that in-house knowledge to be able to then implement it at the water treatment plant. The next item is the Ford F-550 aerial bucket truck that's utilized by the electricians. This truck is utilized on a daily basis. As you drive around town, you'll often see them changing internally illuminated street name signs or street lights. The current bucket truck was purchased in 2008 at a cost of approximately $84,000. It's had multiple issues over recent years, and tonight I have Tony Jane, the fleet maintenance supervisor, with me, and he can answer any questions related to the actual issues with the truck. And so we're requesting the acquisition now because the current wait time is 300 days. The current truck we have is frequently in the shop, and this is an essential piece of equipment for the electrician. So even if we were to order it tomorrow, we are 300 days out. So we didn't want to wait until the budget process because then that just puts us that much further ahead. We do have the ability to piggyback on a Sourcewell contract per the municipal code, and the vendor has developed custom specifications for the city. It's Terex Utilities Incorporated. So the fiscal impact, the HAWK WIMS software system is $26,196. There's sufficient money in the operating budget. And the aerial bucket truck is $120,346. And there's approximately $122,000 available in vehicle replacement for this truck. So with that, we're requesting the approval of the mid-year capital acquisition purchases and requesting authorized supplemental appropriations and then adopting resolutions awarding the purchases of both items. I'd be happy to answer any questions, or I know that Mr. Jane would love to come up and answer any questions too related to the truck.
All right. Any public comment on the matter? All right, we can take questions from council.
If he wants to come up, we'll be happy to.
All right, Tony, you're up.
Mine's a simple question, but since Tony's here, and it's not about fire engines this time.
Oh, good evening.
So thank you for coming up. The question I have is the F-550 and the bucket truck, what is, just curiosity more than anything else, what's the useful life of one of those? Because 2008 seems like a long time for us to have had that one.
We had it down as 10 years.
Okay.
So we pushed a little past the envelope.
So you've been accumulating funds for its replacement, and it's 2 years overdue, essentially.
Yes.
Perfect. Thank you.
Through the mayor. Tony, I had the opportunity to actually see it live today without even remembering truthfully that it was on the agenda. Trying to get a little break in the day because it's so busy, right? And I saw these guys fixing a sidewalk and this equipment, and you don't always know if it's the city or something else, but it was actually that truck with the guys out there fixing a sidewalk on Franklin. And I hesitated going underneath it, underneath the crane and kind of the little oh, I don't know if that thing will drop. Would it have dropped if I would have walked underneath it?
No.
No, okay.
No, it has hydraulic safety.
No, but
valves in it.
I'm teasing. But I think I mean, physically it looked pretty good. So I'm glad that you've done so well in taking care of it. And the guys were out there busy working on fixing some electrical problems. So it was nice to actually see the whole aspect of what you're asking us to approve and seeing it being utilized. And we can't get a new one probably a year from now, if that's the case, if we order here within the next month. Is that pretty much it?
Yes, it's pretty well custom built. You know, they build them one at a time, depending on how you want it, how you spec it.
So what are we gonna get? What specs do you want on that?
It's going to be basically the same truck, but there is going to be, let me find my notes here. There's 5 things about the new truck that'll be better than what we have. It'll be 5 feet, the platform will be 5 feet taller.
Okay,
You know, they'll go 5 feet taller in the air.
I can still walk underneath? Okay.
So the platform will be 40 feet off the ground.
Oh, okay,
So there'll be, I've been told it's difficult to get to some of the taller streetlights. Then continuous rotation. In other words, the turntable, the one we have now has to go around. It won't do a complete circle. So it has to go back around the other way. And this new one will have a complete rotation. The one thing they like about the new truck, if we get it, is it has a door in the bucket.
oh,
The one we have now, you have to jump over,
oh,
which will be pretty good for some of the crew. The bucket sits flat on the tailboard. The other one hangs off the back to load up. And then the bucket actually articulates on the end of the boom, so it can do this back and forth, which is, they didn't have all those features when we bought the truck originally.
right. Well, it's very exciting that we could get this, and good to see it that you've been taking care of our equipment really well. So I appreciate that. Thank you.
All right. We want to move to approve? Sure. All right.
Go ahead, Mark, you want to do it?
Oh, go ahead.
All right, through the mayor,
Yes.
I'd like the motion recommendation for the mid-year capital acquisition request. A, approve the following mid-year, the hack wind system. Number 2, the Ford 550 aerial bucket truck. B, authorize the supplemental appropriation related transfers in the amount of $26,196 from account number 7120-63433 to 7120-69201 for the hack wind system. Item 1, adopt a resolution awarding the purchase of the wind system. Item 1 to the Hack Company of Loveland, Colorado in the amount of $26,196 for the finding that it's the best interest of the city. And D, adopt a resolution awarding the purchase of a Ford F-550 with aerial bucket. Item 2 to Trex Utilities, Inc. of Watertown, South Dakota in the amount of $120,346 by piggybacking on sole source cooperative contract number 012418-TER with the findings that it's the best interest of the city. Whew.
You mean Sourcewell?
Pardon?
You mean Sourcewell?
Yeah.
Sourcewell. Sorry. Yes, thank you.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
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 Thank you, Dave.
And opposed? No one. All right. Unanimous. Thank you very much.